Hello students, welcome back once again. In the last video we have discussed about two of our topic, what and where. So in this video we'll discuss about how and when. So before we move to our topic, we'll discuss about names of India. Where does it come from? As we know, in means India is also known as Bharat. That is the Hindi term. So two words we often use for our country, that is India and Bharat. So where does the word India come from? It came from Indus, which is known as Sindhu in Sanskrit. So the same way, the other countries' name like Greece and Iran also come from different words, which is Hindus and Indos. In the same way, the name Bharat was used for a group of people who lived in the northwest and who are being mentioned in Rig Vedas, that is 3500 years ago. Rig Veda is one of the earliest Veda. Out of 4 Veda, it is one of the earliest Veda, which is important text for Hindu tradition. So our next topic is how, that is finding out about the past. There are different means from which we can find out the past. First is manuscripts, inscriptions, then archaeology. In the first video, we have discussed about one of the important term, manuscript, which was written by hand. So there are several ways of finding out about the past. One, you can read the books, and these books were written by hand, which was known as manuscript. So this manuscript has been derived from Latin word manu, which means written by hand. So these are mostly written in palms of the leaf and bark of tree, which was known as birch. Birch were found in Himalayan region. So these manuscripts were preserved in temple and monasteries, and sometime it deal about the religious beliefs, practices and the lives of kings, medicines and science. Beside all these things, some of the epics, poems and plays were written, which were written in Sanskrit and Prakrit language, which were used by the ordinary people, and in Tamil language also. Then you have next important thing, that is inscription. Inscription means written on the hard surface, which include stones or metal. Sometimes king got their order inscribed so that people could see, read and obey them. There are other kinds of inscription as well, where men and women, including kings and queens, recorded what they did. For example, kings often kept record of victories in battle. Now one of the thing you can find out, manuscripts and inscription, they both are correlated, but maybe there are some difference. So what is the difference between manuscripts and inscription? Manuscripts can get destroyed. It can be eaten away by the insects. But inscription, as it is written on the hard surface, it cannot get destroyed or eaten away or rotten by the insects or rats. Then you have archaeology. Now what do you understand by archaeology? Archaeology means the person who study about the remains of buildings made of stone and brick, painting and sculpture. They also explore and excavate. Excavate means dig under the surface of the earth to find tools, weapons, pots, pans, ornaments and coins. So these are some of the objects which are made up of stone. So as these are made up of hard surface or hard thing, it remained for a longer period of time. So the person who study about the remains, about the past, they are known as archaeologists. They also look for the bones of animals, birds and fish to find out what people ate in the past. Plant remains survive far more rarely. Seeds of grain or pieces of wood have been burnt. They survive in a charred form. So till now what we have found in this chapter, that the lives of farmer or herders were different from those of kings and queens. The lives of merchants were different from those of craftsperson and so on. Also, as is true even today, people follow different practices and customs in different parts of the country. For example, we can take Andaman Island. They get their own food by fishing, hunting, and collecting forest produce. In contrast means opposite to that, some of the people who are residing in city, they depend on others for supply of food. So with all kind of differences, we have another kind of reference, that how we get to know about kings and battle fought by them, because they usually kept the record of those victories. But ordinary people such as hunters, fishing folk, gatherers, farmers, herders, they did not keep the records of what they did. Archaeologists help us to find about their life. So there is much that remains unknown. So last important topic we have, when. So when somebody asks you the date, what you mention? Day, month and year. Or sometime you probably tells the year. That is 2000. That is an example. So this date are counted according to the birth of Jesus Christ. So now who was Jesus Christ? He was the founder of Christianity. So it means that 2000 years after birth of Christ. Okay, that is Anno Domini or AD and before Christ. Before Christ means before the birth of Jesus Christ, and Anno Domini means after the death of Jesus Christ. AD, in the year of the Lord. AD or CE, that is Common Era. BC, that is before Common Era. Now you can see one number line is being mentioned here. You have Stone Age period, 2000 BC, 1000 BC, 0 year, 1000 AD and 2000 AD. Now BC means before Christ. So this 0 year is taken as the birth of Jesus Christ. So before that we have BC. Then after, that is after the death, that is counted as 1000 AD, that is medieval, 2000 AD, that is modern period of time. And if you see Stone Age and 2000 BC, that will be counted in prehistoric and historic. Then you have 1000 BC and 0 year, that will be counted as your ancient period of time. Okay, so in class 6 you have to study about ancient history. Okay, as you go to class 7 you have to study about medieval history, and about modern history in class 8 you have to study. So this all, till now we have discussed about all the topics, what, where, how and when. Hope you would like it. Thank you.